My name is Stephanie Rivera, and I'm currently studying history and political science. I'm currently in the 5-year program pursuing my teaching certificate in social studies, and I plan to graduate this May with my bachelor's degree, and then I have 1 year and then I'll be graduating with my master's degree in education. What got me interested in education and actually becoming active, like an activist regarding education, is when I discovered the inequities in education, and that happened my first year here at Rutgers in my intro to education class, reading the book, Brian Schultz's book, Spectacular Things Happen Along the Way, Lessons from an Urban Classroom. Discovering that is what made me really interested in urban education, and then that's what got me involved in the Rutgers Future Scholars Program, where I mentor at the New Brunswick High School, and it's just solidified what I want to do with the rest of my life. One of the things that really stuck with me is that nothing can change if no one knows that there's a problem to begin with. For me, it took me up until my second year in college to realize these issues that existed. So I figured there has to be thousands of other students out there my age who would love to do something about this, but just don't know that the problem is out there. So I started my blog as a way to kind of, as I first started my blog, as it burst those bubbles of ignorance. So I just blogged out. I started my blog because I just wanted to know that I was doing what I could to make sure that other people knew that this was going on, because now there's no excuse if you know that there's a problem out there. Students United for Public Education started about a year ago. Me and a couple students, we had conversations a lot about the issues surrounding public education and education in general. And then we realized that at the college level, as far as we knew, there was no organization that existed at the college level that discussed these issues. There's a lot of organizations that exist that talk about higher ed issues, but the K through 12 issue discussion just wasn't happening. So we wanted to make sure that we provided that space for students, because we know that students care. They just haven't really had a opportunity to meet other students to work and discuss those issues. So that's why we felt the need for this organization to exist. I applied to the Urban Teaching Fellows because, as I mentioned, I was really interested in working with urban youth, and I felt that working with youth directly would be a way to really work towards fighting for educational equity. So in order to provide students the teacher I believe that they deserved, I wanted to go through the Urban Teaching Fellows, because from what I read and from what I've heard, they really prepare teachers to work with those students and have done amazing things. One of the things that really interested me about the program is the final project they do at the end of their fellowship, where they work with students to address a community issue, and it's the students really researching about the community and getting involved in their community and doing something about an issue that they're really concerned about. So that's something I wanted to be a part of and something I want to implement in my future classroom. So after I graduate with my master's degree, I really hope to be teaching the New Brunswick community. I've just been so invested in it since my sophomore year, since I started mentoring, and I've just fallen in love with the community and what this community has to offer and the students. So I'm hoping to have a teaching job in the high school. That's my dream.